Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about the backend part of my project type anything. In this backend part, I have created different folders like DB, models, and routes. And in this DB folder, I have created the connection for MongoDB, and all the data are stored on the MongoDB database. And here is the connection string, and from here I am exporting into the other files. And next one is the models, and here is the anything schema. This is the schema for storing the data of anything schema. That means while I will be posting that that means the name and description will be posted, and it would be displaying on the front screen itself. For that I'm using the anything schema, and the different of them are description, which is of data type string, and name, which is of data type string itself, unlike that is of data type number, and unlike is also data type of number. And from here I am exporting this model to the other one. And this is the common schema. In common schema, uh, it is similar to anything schema, in which for each codes and different codes, I will be posting the comment. For that I am using this common schema. For this model, here comment is passed, name and anything id, and this created that is the date feature. And in this command it is of data type string, and for this name it is of data type string, and anything id for this the data type is of mangoose.types.object id, and I would be explaining it later. It is needed. And this created it means while posting this command I can see the date. For that I have created with its type date, and at the same time when it is created its new date, that means the created date would be printed on it, and I am passing and exporting this model to another files. And the next one is routes. It is controlling, that means index, this is starting file index.js, and two routers are used, one for anything and another one is the common router. And this two, in this routes folder, I have created anything file and also common file. In this anything file I have from the schema itself I have exported to this router file. From this here you can see that I am posting, that means I am creating the new data, so posting it to it, and saving in this MongoDB database. For that also, and in this MongoDB, this is one of the MongoDB queries, and this find. For finding, it means I will get the list of data from that model itself. So by getting those results, I'm displaying it on the front. That means on the home page itself we can see different codes. From in this anything schema itself I am displaying to the front screen. And here is also uh, the like part. Before that I want to explain that in this db folder I have created one connection file. Here I am creating this connection for it. In my mind I have created and also in piece of paper I created the flowchart for the type anything project. For that I have just created a small idea. That means to display different codes, and in that code we are able to like and unlike. At the same time we are able to comment it, and we can also view the comments. That was a simple idea that struck in my mind, so I created it. In this anything schema, description and name is post in it, and in this like and unlike, I have created default value as 0 in front end. It would be passed through the front end. And if in this description name I am using the create API, that means post API is used here. So I would check if there are empty values, it would send the error status, and if it is successful it would send the successful, that means there's a results unsuccessful. Here I am creating the description name itself only, And in this unlike values will be default value 0 that would be sent from the front end itself. So here when I am clicking the like button here, it would be updating the values. That means it would be uh, in by clicking the like button itself, the 0 value would be increased from 0 to 1. So by clicking that, in this parameter user id, this user id would be passed from the front end itself, that I set the values in front end itself. And by this is the MongoDB queries. That's my in that model. I would be that it would be using the find by id and update method. In that user id that is passed, and in which the like value which is already set as 0 value would be increased to 1 itself. That also I set it in the front end itself. In that like would be like plus 1, that is increased with 1. If it is successful, it would be sending the 200 status method. Like that only I have set the unlike method also, finding by id and update. That user id that is passed from the front end, and that unlike which is always set it as 0 value, it would be increased from 0 to 1 by clicking the unlike button itself. Like that only in the command schema itself. In that command schema, I have created the command and name. In this command is of type string and name is of type string. And in this command method, this post API is done, and name and command is created. And this anything id is important because the in the which value is created, from that the id of that code would be passed to this command schema. And the created bin id means created means that means I want to know the which date itself is created. From that I will be passing those details to the command module. And as usual, the comments would be posted successfully. I would be sending this 200 status API. And here I can see that I need to get that I need to get the successful results of that view personal uh, comments. That means from each code, each comments are posted. I want to see the all comments which are posted. For that I have created one method. In this one there the MongoDB is using an aggregation method. That means that in the local field I am comparing the id of my uh, anything database, and it is compared with the other id of the common database, and compared with that I'm matching it. In that the name is matched with it, so I'm able to get that result. And in that array I have created another method comments, because we cannot get the direct result of this personal comments. It would be creating the error. For that I have created in the other array of method array comments, and this was a challenging feature method. That means challenging feature for me, because I wasn't able to get the results first. After 2 days I was able to get it. In this comments I'm creating a new array, and I am passing this result of personal comments by using the for loop. And I am pushing by using the pushing method, I am passing the whole comments. That means all results of the personal comments to the other array of comments. From that I am sending those results. So I am able to see the that means I was able to view the comments successfully. In this index.js I am passing those router, and from that router I am getting all those values, because I don't want to create this congested method. And there were different methods, and I think I can improve. That means need to create more features in it, and also to create validation methods in this common method. That means by improving it we are able to create successfully. And this backend part is send, that means that APIs are this send that APIs that are sent are that means in React.js it would be fetching the data from the API by using the fetch method itself that we can explain it in the front end part of it. And this much only. Thanks.